She loved to run around. She loved to play pranks on people. She loved the beach. She loved to swim. Every time we had a piece of cake at this house, we sang happy birthday to her because she couldn't have a piece of cake without singing happy birthday. She must have had 1,000 birthdays because of all the times we did it. But at the age of 12, we saw her from one day to the next lose the ability to walk. 6 weeks later, we found out that we had something called STX-BP. Well, I don't even know if they had a name for it then. She was the first child in the world identified. Dr. Huda Zogby, who is amazing. She's the rock star of the neurological genetics world. So she called me one day and said, I found this brilliant researcher. He came to the house, and Caroline and I were there, but then we get into the middle of our meeting and she goes into a big seizure. And she finished and we went back into our meeting. And as we walked to the door, Caroline and I were behind him and he turned and he hugged us goodbye and he said, I'll be back. And I knew right then he's coming to Houston.
Elizabeth has always been our biggest cheerleader, so she always pushed us to move forward.
And eventually we developed a mouse with STX-BP1. We're looking at the mice, and I said, do they cross their legs, Ming-Shan? And he goes, what are you talking about? And I said, oh, I didn't know you didn't know this. All of the children cross their legs. And he said, hold on. And he picked up the STX mouse by its tail, and its legs crossed in the air.
When we started this research program, the goal has always been finding a therapy that can not only manage the symptom, but really tackle the root cause of this disease.
Ming-Shan said, so now when we give the mice the cure, the way we know before we test them in any fashion that the mice are cured is we pick up the STX mice and they don't cross their legs. They put their legs straight out. They're cured. It's like Caroline's still sharing information with Ming-Shan. But we call it the Caroline cure. That's what we call it at our house, just us. Yes, it's bittersweet that the lab that my husband and I started and our children helped us work on has a cure, maybe. We hope, we think, we're pretty sure. My child's not here to see it, but it's never been just about her. Now it's about the rest, the other 2,000, and then the multiple thousands that will come after. I walk in that building and I feel the hope. I can just feel it. That's what I'm looking forward to, is to see it actually go from an idea to a mouse model into an actual clinical trial for humans. That's with that Caroline cure. I think it's going to be life-changing for the children and their families. I think we're going to see a miracle. That's what I think.